Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. Today what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to review the KBS shaft. I just fitted this one into a 7-iron. It's 30.5 degrees of loft, and the shaft is a KBS Tour Seakeeper Light, so it's 110 grams, and I'm going to compare it to my regular 90 gram React steel tailor-made true temper 7-irons. Okay, so I was expecting this to I was expecting to pull this shots just like I did on my previous video with the 110 gram shaft, but to my surprise I was hitting it pretty well, actually pretty good. I did not feel the shaft as heavy as the other one, even though they were the same weight. The only thing that I felt, I think it was just a little less forgiving, in the sense that you just have to strike through. So you have to make sure that you just follow through completely, because I felt like if you swing too light, I think you can easily get stuck. But I was working the ball left and right. It was feeling pretty good, actually. Okay, so like I mentioned before, compared to the regular shaft, the 110 gram shaft, this one right here, for some reason, it doesn't feel heavy as that one, the one that I tested before. And the only difference is that this one is stiff, and the kick point on the previous shaft that I tested in my previous video was towards the bottom, towards the tip. So towards the tip, for me, it was very, very heavy. So as far as control, I felt that it wasn't really that big difference. I think just a little bit more control, but I am convinced that it's the stiffness that makes it a little more, you get a little more control with the stiff shaft, I think, rather than the weight, but very, very slightly, I would say, between this and the regular shaft. Okay, so here's some data from the KBS. As you can see, I felt good and everything, but I noticed that the carry distance was significantly lower than my standard distance. So on average is 143. This was the first day, because obviously I tried it over a period of for a week. So, and mainly I'm just looking at the club speed, 77.9. and the carry distance. Now if I compare that to my current 7-iron, it's 150, so it basically went down from 150 to 143 in carry distance, and the club speed, it went down from 80 to 77. So apparently swinging this stiff shaft, or either the weight or the shaft itself, I think it's the stiffness in this case. It kind of lower my swing speed. So okay, so the second day I tried again the 7-iron KBS, and I guess I was getting used to it because my average went up to 144. And then basically a couple more days after that I tried it again, and my average went up even more. So as you can see here, I kept striking it better and better and better, and my average went to 148. Of course, it was not the same as my normal 7-iron, which was 150 carry distance, but you can see that the club speed was almost 80. So obviously these numbers are out in the cold in the winter time, so I'm sure that it will be a little more in the summertime. But anyways, we're comparing both shafts under the same conditions. So I would say that overall I would lose some distance with this stiff KBS shaft. So if we're just talking about distance, I would definitely see that I will lose some distance. But overall, I think that you can get used to it. I think you either get, over time you'll get used to swinging in a certain way. In this case, I was kind of swinging a little faster, and I was getting better results. So my point is, with the regular shaft, I can have a more of a smooth swing without any issue. So I can just hit it nice and smooth if I want to. I'll show you. could work. It wasn't the best, but that could work. Whereas with the stiff shaft, I can't do the same. I have to get a little more speed. If I do the same, I can easily get stuck, and then I start pulling it or thinning the ball. So where I hit the stiff shaft, I have to add a little more speed for better results, in my opinion now. So here I have to concentrate a little more and then just add more speed. Okay, so I have to just go through the ball. So it's hard to explain, but that's the way at the range. That's how I felt. Okay, so 6 days later, and as you can see, the carry distance with the stiff flex is 144.9. The club head speed is 79.9, and if I compare that to the regular shaft, it's 148, and the club head speed is 81.3. So with the regular shaft, it's always going to be more. Mostly due to the club speed. 81.3 on average compared to 79.9. So whether also has to do whether you take a little divot, like in my case, and I think that slows you down a little bit with the stiff shaft, in my opinion. Yeah, so one thing I'd like to add, I hit a few with my stiff shaft first, and then I hit the regular, and it was a huge difference in feel. So I think you can also use it as a training aid, because this one right here requires more speed in order to hit it properly. So when you switch back to your regular, it just feels much better, and you actually increase your swing speed. So I would suggest using that as a training aid as well. If you have a stiff shaft, hit a few shots and then you go back to your regular shaft, and you'll see a huge difference in performance. Okay guys, so that was my review of the KBS shaft. I would say that it does require a little more distance. I mean, I don't really want to change my swing to play with this shaft. I feel that maybe I could swing a little faster and I can get used to it, but the distance will be the same as the one that I'm playing now. So overall, I would say that it's probably not the shaft for me. I think I need something a little more where I can keep my same swing with the same swing speed, not to have to adapt myself to the shaft. I think I need to first maybe find a shaft where I can just play my same game, swing the same that I do, and it can give me the best results as it is. And then maybe later I can maybe increase my swing speed and little by little get better performance. But right now I think this KBS shaft is just a little too maybe the stiffness, and both maybe the stiffness and the weight combined, because I already tried the 110 regular and that did not work out for me. So, and that was, I was down in the quality on that one as well. So, but as far as the quality on this KBS shaft, I have to say that I think it was great. I mean, it felt really good. Like I said, I was really surprised with it. I didn't expect that. I thought that it was going to be a little, pull to the leg, hooks, but it wasn't. So it was almost. I mean, I could get used to playing with that shaft, I think. But there's probably something better for me out there. So, anyways, overall, I would rate this shaft. It's a really good shaft, I would say. But maybe it's not for me. I would like to try something a little lighter. The flex, I'm not too convinced about, obviously, but one thing that I want to add is the kick point. Definitely the kick point. I feel like for me it's better to have it in the middle and not in the tip. Normally in the tip is where you get a little help, and for me to launch the ball up in the air, and for me when it's in the tip, I tend to pull that hook it, so that did not work. So on the next shaft that I want to try, maybe I want to find one with the kick point in the middle and maybe a little lighter, and maybe even the stiff shaft, but maybe a little lighter in weight. So okay guys, so that was it for the review. If you have any comments, make sure to comment down below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Until next time.